At center, Donovan Clingan. At forward, Tumani Kamare. At shooting guard, Denny Avdia. At guard, Anthony Simon. The head coach of the visiting team is Chauncey Billups. And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At guard, at 6'1", number 2, at forward, at 6'4", number 3, at guard. At 6'6", number 25, mikalbridges. At 4, at 6'7", number 8, oganunoby. At center, at 17. Number 32, Carl Anthony Towns.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barrett, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. All right, a chance to check out stats for Oganunoby.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Anthony Simon. Also, Avdia is out there. Grant is out there with Clingan. And it's Kamare in at the 4-man position. And for New York, we've got mikalbridges. Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. It'll be Portland off the tip. Looking ahead, Brent, how excited are you for the playoffs?
Well, just fired up for the level of competition that steps up tenfold, Kevin. And you know this. We've seen so many great performances come playoff time. Teams are fired up, young guys who are going to get this experience for the first time, but it's the stars that shine in the playoffs, and we are that close.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And Towns drops them both. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Now, here's Grant. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. Driving the lane. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Grant just took that contact. Didn't bother him.
Anunoby outside. Good on the shot.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Grant finds Avdia. Three-pointer, Simons sinks the triple.
Simons has great confidence in shooting that three ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
Pass to Hart. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Oganunoby. Portland grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Clinging with it, defended by Hart. And here is Simon. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Klingon. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Bridges. A 26-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Portland with the ball after Oganunoby made that last three-pointer. Pass to Simons. To the inside. Kicks it out to Grant. Shoots over Anunoby. No good from Grant.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Bridges. And Klingon pulls it down. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Klingon. The kick out to Simons. And it's Klingon with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Gangster.
And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Donovan Klingon on top.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Grant the pass to Simons. They set the screen. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Portland.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Here goes on Donovan Klingon. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
And so he makes both from the line. Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses. Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simon's hard to stop when he makes his move.
McBride passes to Hart. Down low. And he banks in the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Trailblazers lead.
He's to Kamare.
13.
To Simons. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Now, here's Anunoby. He had 31 points in the win against Milwaukee.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
For the
Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in.
Scoot Henderson.
Portland trailing here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. The coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
14.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Feel that rhythm, fans. Here's your newsbreaker dance move.
Check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Portland, it's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 3. Henderson outside. Shot clock at 5. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Didn't take long for Scoot to grasp the NBA game, as you see there.
McBride passes to Hart. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Avdia kicks to Grant. To the paint. Here's Klingon. Doubled by Hart. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Just 4 to shoot. Henderson inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Towns.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Henderson outside. Outside, Avdia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
High-motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there. Oh, Scoot's got great upside, but the next step for him, the evident one here, is just shooting higher percentages and scoring with more consistency.
Now it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Portland on defense. They trail by 1. Here's Bridges. Portland grabs the miss. Now Henderson. Good, and Grant gets the assist. 6 points from Scoot Henderson.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Pass to McBride. Shoots over Simon. And McBride gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 1.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. To the middle. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Avdia. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Averaging 21 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
No good on the free throw.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Reith is checked in, and Murray's subbed in for Grant. And he ends up missing both free throws.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
Here's Beauchamp. Pass to Payne. Robinson up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Portland with the ball after New York gets the 3. And it's Sharp missing. Bridges against Sharp. Kane kicks to Robinson.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Bridges. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Henderson attacking. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Kamar is checked in, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Avdia. Both free throws good from Henderson. New York's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. To the right side. Murray against Towns. Pass to Achua. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. Towns, the pass to Wright. No good on the triple. Portland trailing here. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Henderson, no one around him. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Now here's Payne. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Henderson pulls it in.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Thybulle on the wing, covered by Achua. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Wright against Sharp. Wright the pass to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Henderson for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for the Trailblazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Murray. And it's Kamare in at the 4th. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Here's Towns. The Blazers getting the bucket. Right outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Dadier. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Inside, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
already a gifted passer. Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Kane looking around. Left side, Towns. This one for 3. That's good from Payne on the assist by Towns. Payne's got 6.
Payne learning to shoot more threes, timely threes later on in his career.
31.
Henderson with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Kamare. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New York trailing. Here's Wright driving to the basket. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Henderson finds Sharp. Here's Kamare. Hits it from three-point range. Kamare's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Attention fans, now on the court is your fight squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for T-shirts.
Shamit's checked in for New York.
City Dancer.
Pass to Sharp. Murray sets a screen for Sharp. And the 3 off target. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Now here's Murray. 6 to shoot. Sharp the pass to Thibault. Henderson inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Wright kicks to Achua. Here's Shamet. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland leading. Thibault finds Henderson. Sharp with it. And he makes good on the layup. Sharp's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Shamet. Here's Towns. Another shot. He lays it in. Achua's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, good positioning as Precious is on the offensive rebound. He'll Achua you up and spit you out.
Here's Kamare. Covered by Ajua. Pass to Sharp. Oh, good with the triple. The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Wright. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And here's Henderson. Henderson with the screen for Sharp. A 3-ball. Drills the three-pointer. Sharp's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And not just an athlete. Sharp is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Here's Payne. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ajua. Oganunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Wright. Here's Sharp. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Henderson, make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And Scoot's athleticism is incredible. It's why he looks to explode towards the rim whenever he can.
That's too hard. Towns, high post. And that one, good. Towns has got 15. Trailblazers leading by 4.
45-41.
Now, here's Sharp. He's got 9. Playing in the screen for Sharp. No good from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Payne passes to Bridges. Payne with a screen for Bridges. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Sharp. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Simon's missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Back to Anunoby. Towns looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Tuesday, they're taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Thursday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
And that one against the Bulls, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
And he makes the first.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
Miles McBride's checked in for Cameron Payne. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Kamar is checked in, and it's Jeremy Grant in for Shaedon Sharp. And Towns drops them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Now, here's Grant. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Clock at 4. 3-pointers, Simon. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
So it's Portland now, following the score by New York. Yep, that one goes. Grant's got his second bucket tonight.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Pass to Towns. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Here's Kamare. Simons kicks to Avdia. Five on the clock. Back to Simons. Over Hart. And it's Simons missing. Knicks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Oganunoby against Grant. Pass to Klingon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on town.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
That free throw, no good. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is. 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Second free throw, no good. Stolen by Grant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Yeah, sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games. So crucial for Hart to get to the line, establish some confidence. He's solid from there. I think it sometimes gets his perimeter game going.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 10. And it's Avdia off the drive. 4 on the shot clock. And Simons is good for 3. Simons has got 13.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Back to McBride. New York moving it around. Oganunoby finds Robinson. There's a screen. Here's Bridges. Robinson passes to Oganunoby. Robinson a screen on Simons. And McBride gets it to go. 6 points for him.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Avdia against Bridges. Avdia can't hit.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Pass to Oganunoby. Now here's Hart. Guarded closely. Robinson down low. Grant on him. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Kamare. Defended by Hart. And it's Simons missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Launches a three. That one's not going to go. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Karl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, it should be fun.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. One. They're measuring up the shot. You almost had it. Give it up for the participants.
Hey everybody, it's Portland Trailblazer basketball on tap in a game that's proven to be a healthy matchup through the first half.
You see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. Okay guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. This next one comes to us from Unicorn Armand. They ask, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Okay, Ernie, let me take this. In culinary terms, it's the vegetable. But from a botany standpoint, it's a fruit because of the seeds.
What do you mean, bought any? I bought plenty of tomatoes and I got all of them from the veggie section.
He said botany, as in the science of studying plants.
Science, you don't need to overthink it, Ernie. If it can go on a burger, it's a vegetable.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Here's McBride. Hart is out there with Oganunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's mikalbridges. And it's Towns in at the 5. So that's how Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
Knicks lead 55.
Outside, Avdia. Left side, Simons. Pass to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Clinging the screen for Grant. From deep. Drills it from outside. Grant's got 9.
Not a lot of panic that time from Jeremy Grant, even when he was under a bit of duress. Bails him out on that possession.
Grant against Oganunoby. Towns a screen on Grant. Oganunoby trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. It's intercepted. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. Grant gets a wide open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the paint. Hart the pass to McBride. Now here's Towns. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Simons. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 15.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know what other side they could come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
Oganunoby against Grant for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Oganunoby's got his third bucket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Clinging with it, defended by Towns. Pass to Avdia. Here's Kamare. And the layup is good. Kamare's got his second basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Hart the pass to McBride. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Towns. Out to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. No good on the three. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Here's Avdia. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to McBride. Oganunoby outside. Bridges right side. Hart with a screen on Grant. For three, Bridges. Rebounded by Kamare. Kamare's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Oganunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
And Towns drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line? I mean, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for touchdown. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Keep it going. Keep it going. You have the camera on you. Your own feet.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Mikalbridges.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Pass to Simons. Here's Kamare. Here's Klingon. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. Hart the pass to McBride. Outside, Towns. Hands it from downtown. Towns has got 26 points.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikalbridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Abdia after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Outside, Simon. Bridges against Abdia. Pass to Kamare. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Hart finds Towns. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
The Knicks making a switch here. Payne's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Henderson's checked in for Klingon. And Towns drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Kamare. Now Grant. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 8 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, McBride. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Simons from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Simons has got 18 points in the game.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons exploding offensively here.
Towns, high post. Pass to Payne. Back to Towns. Count it. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Kamare. For 3, Henderson. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Hart the pass to Towns. Now McBride. Hart with a screen on Henderson. McBride with the ball. Now Henderson defending. And McBride gets it to go. Trailblazers trail by 4. Henderson gets to Grant. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They host the 76ers after this. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
No good from Grant. The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Bridges against Abdia. Bridges kicks to Hart. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Hart's got 11 points.
And he can hurt you from there. He must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Pass to Kamare. Simons with the screen for Henderson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Bridges. Not going to go that time. Abdia with the defensive effort.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
To the inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, an all-around player, the swingman Avdia loves sharing the rock.
Pass to McBride. And here's Towns. Now here's Hart. And Grant sends it back. Outside, Simons. Here's Kamare. Defended by Towns. For three, Henderson. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's McBride. Henderson defending. Here's Hart. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be his third foul so far for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. And it's right in for Miles McBride. Portland trailing here. 1:56 left to play in the third. Avdia against Bridges. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Payne after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And here is Achua. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Bridges, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And he can't get the first one.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
1:14 left to play here in the third. Sharp against Wright for the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
How about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, the potential of Shaedon Sharp is so very evident. I mean, this guy, given some more development and time to flourish, he will be an offensive force in this league for a long time.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And the Knicks with possession here. Pass to Robinson. Back to Payne. And here is Achua. Guarded by Walker. Clock at 6. There's a screen by Achua. Payne can't hit. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now Payne. 9 points in the game so far. Buries it down low. Payne's got 11 points. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Sharp with it. Takes it from 10. Buries the jump shot. 15 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Murray out there with Walker. And it's Thribble in at the 3 spot. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 1-point game. Outside, Towns. Over Walker. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Sharp on the wing. Guarded by Wright. Pass to Achua.
Get outside, get outside.
Lays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Good to see Achua being active down low, looking to score and doing exactly these kind of things.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns. Going right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
The Knicks making a switch here. Beauchamp's checked in.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Henderson. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now here's Payne. Shoots over Henderson. Payne can't hit.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the 4th.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Towns. Nails the baby hook. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. But D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Murray. Sharp, the pass to Murray. Misses from close range. Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Henderson, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Henderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
Towns for 3. Drops in the tray.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Knicks lead 84-83.
Right against Sharp. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Payne. It's right on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Payne kicks to Achua. Here's Beauchamp. From outside, off the mark. Portland trailing here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bible on the wing. Henderson outside. It's over Payne. Henderson, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Beauchamp passes to Payne. Makes it off the glass.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Henderson. To the middle. Here's Murray. Portland again missing.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Towns, a screen on Henderson. Some nice passing by New York here. A fader. And again, it's New York.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Knicks lead, 88-83.
Now here's Henderson. Payne covering. And they get it. It'll go. And the New York lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Henderson.
Now, good to see Henderson knock that one down, continuing to work on the jumper.
Payne in the post. Henderson defending. Right outside. Over Sharp. And it's Wright missing.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
They double him with Payne. Walker with a clean look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Beauchamp, defended by Thibault. Towns against Murray. Towns down low for Murray. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Sharp. Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Gangsters.
Both teams making some changes here. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's McBride. Outside, Towns. Shot from the low block. That shot misses. The Trailblazers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Grant kicks to Simons. Playing in the screen for Simons. And the three ball is good. Simons has got 21 in the game.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
McBride finds Oganunoby. High, arcing shot. Count the basket and the foul. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Using that length, Oganunoby got into position, and the defense did all they could. They ended up fouling.
Jeremy Grant. Second personal foul. First team foul. Oganunoby at the line. One shot.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch Oganunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Here's Hart. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Here's Towns. Into the lane, and Towns throws it down.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. Over McBride. And there's Simons on the assist by Avdia. And it's now 26 points for Anthony Simons. Pass to Oganunoby. Outside, Towns.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Second team foul. Karl Anthony Towns at the line, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Kamare. Simons from outside. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Knicks trail by 3. McBride passes to Towns. Towns a screen on Grant. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And so here's Portland. They lead by 1. Outside, Avdia. Grant outside. Outside, Simons. Just 5 on the clock. He gets it in there. Simons has got 31 points.
And it's crucial, but Simons takes that responsibility and gets it done.
Pass to Hart. They set the pick. Inside, here's Oganunoby. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Lots of experience from Oganunoby. These moments don't make his palms sweat.
Clinging with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Grant. Outside, Avdia. Outside, Simons. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
To take the lead, it's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Avdia. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Willingness to play physical, Avdia not holding back.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. And this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Outside, Simons. Pass to Avdia. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Avdia's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Now here's Towns. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Carl Anthony Towns. 5th personal foul. 3rd team foul. Klingen at the line. 2 shots.
Take right. 2 shots.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaking. So he comes up empty at the line.
And not sure they've got enough time to save himself.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Fades and shoots. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Unreal. Big catch. One of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
New York foul. Mikalbridges. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Denny Aldia at the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you select your best move. Let's go! All right. You're on the big screen. Let's be there.
Towns, wide open. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space. Towns can exploit any gap in the defense. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble a game.
Mikalbridges. 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. Denny Aldia at the line. 2 shots.
2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now the Knicks with it. Pass to Towns. He can't hit that time. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Hart, no good. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Simons.